This is where you can get information on the certifications. Now, as partners, you are required to take the certification. Increase your partner level with Cohesity. There are a number of practice exams. Now, the practice exams are only useful the first time you do them. Practice exam doesn't change. So you do it once, you get 30 questions. I can't remember exactly how many questions, but you get, like, say, 30 questions. Those questions will not be in the exam itself, but 30 questions don't change. Do the real course, or the real exam, I should say, and those will change. They'll change between each one of the you take. So let's say you take data protection, which is the basic course for customers. We have a bank of about 300 questions there, and you'll get 60 of those questions when you come and do the exam. Am I precise on these figures? Is literally every day this week we've been writing questions for the new exam. So been doing that a lot recently. You can schedule your exam through Yardstick. It costs $150 to take the exam. Yardstick will allow you to do it remotely. They will want to take control of your PC to connect, to make sure you only have one screen attached, etc., because they don't want you to have the manuals open on one screen. You get a number of digital badges when you pass the exams. I mean, if I just go back to my introduction, as you see all the badges across the bottom, hey, expected to do them all. So that's why I get them all. To the student guide. Now, I will put it in the lab environment towards the end of today. I will put literally a PDF of all the slides I show you in the lab environment, and you will be able to pull it down from there. This is the official way to get to it. You go into the Academy portal. You go to the hamburger icon in the corner. You go down to My Courses and Learning Plans. Go across and you can search, for example, for installation. This is showing operations. You get to see the course. So for the instructor-led training, this is the data operations course. Obviously, installation course, you'll see installation. Go down to content, and then you can download the PDF at that point. So just telling you how to get the information. Give me just 1 second. Is the lab environment. Now, please, if you can, all log in to this environment now, if you can. Cohesity.learnondemand.net. Log in with your corporate email address, and then the default password is Cohesity123! If the password doesn't work, there is a forgot password or reset password link that you can see on the slide here. You can click that, put your email address in, and they will send you a password. All I'm asking you to do at this point is to log in. Prove you can log in. That gives us a little bit of time in the first break to send emails should it not be set up for you correctly and get that solved. So it's really just let me know you can log in and we'll go from there. To open up the lab, I will just do that right now just to show you what you can expect to see. Key concepts in Cohesity. Now, really, what are we introducing you here? I have to correct something that's wrong on the slide, but as it was published ago, can't change it until we get the new release. The Helios. Helios is our actual console, our as a service offering. Is, you know, you've got backup as a service, you have site continuity, you have Fort Knox, you have Datahawk underneath Helios. Helios, again, it's a cloud service. Just to make things complex, Cohesity Prem is actually called Cohesity Data Cloud. The slide where we have this green box, as you see here, which says Cohesity Helios, Helios should change to Data Cloud. Now, Data Cloud Prem, which is totally stupid, marketing idiots at times, never mind, is your Cohesity cluster, your virtual in there, etc., or running in the cloud. Can run in your data center, and run at a location, and run in the cloud. What does this mean? You are running a version of the Cohesity Data Cloud software. Now, cloud, we have Data Protect. Now, Data Protect is for backup and recovery. This is the high-performance software-defined backup and recovery solution, and really for the cloud era. It's designed to hyperscale, offers really a very comprehensive policy-based protection for both the traditional on-prem and the modern data sources. With backup and recovery, you can define a policy, defines when your backup is going to run and how long it's going to be kept, and if it's going to be copying the data to another location. It's also where you can define backing up log files for databases, etc., all defined in the backup policy. I should say protection policy. The action group define what you are backing up. I want to back up XYZ server. I apply a policy to that. When does this happen and what happens to the data? I have the files and objects. Now, this really is the Cohesity Smart Files product. This is a enterprise-class, software-defined, data-centric, multi-protocol, multi-protocol, file and object solution or environment. Transcends the traditional offerings in terms of manageability, scale, and security. So it's highly efficient with deduplication on the back end. It allows multi-tiered data management. Files is effectively a disk share that you can present out from the Cohesity cluster. And you can then use this as a SMB, NFS share to your environment. Now, this is a really good way of placing your network attached storage devices, for example. You can have the data stored in Cohesity. Therefore, when you back up your NAS, the data is backed up near enough immediately, takes seconds instead of days. We don't actually have to transfer any data. The data is already in the Cohesity platform. For disaster recovery, we have a Smart Files product, a site continuity product. Smart Files was object and storage. This is business continuity and disaster recovery. It enables continuous replication and automates the failover and failback orchestration of the virtual machines by a policy. Currently, it only supports VMware for site continuity. It will literally fail over virtual machines to a remote site and fail them back on the policy. A lot of security and compliance in the Cohesity platform. And to be honest, I don't want to go into sales mode here. We are enhancing the security of the Cohesity platform very stringently at the moment. The Cohesity is a protection company, and we're extending that to the protection in the security environment as well. So we'll literally be doing antivirus checks on your backed up data or your data in your NAS. We're giving you reports on that. We will also do reporting for compliance, for HIPAA compliance, Sarbanes-Oxley compliance, whatever it is. We will start doing reports on that data as well. You can also create or test views your production data. We can take your production backup a year ago, for example, and we can create a Cohesity view, really what we create with Smart Files for the multi-protocol file system. We create a view which you can then attach to a system. That can be visible by whatever system you allow to have access. Don't actually have to restore data any compliance or for any testing. You just create another view, backup data, present it out to a server, enable whatever application to be tested against it. Give you a lot of analytics and insights into your data and a lot of performance figures on your Cohesity cluster. You know, for example, if all your backups are starting at the same time, then the cluster is going to be very busy. If you stage your backups over the evening, over the night, your backup performance will be much greater and the cluster won't be quite so busy, but the backups will probably take just the same amount of time. For everybody, do we normally do backups at night?
Don't affect the processing power of the box that it's running from.
Your system's the busiest.
Hey.
So the traffic and load will be less at night.
When are the systems the busiest?
When the backup's running.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why you don't run backups during the day. You may have to run backups during the day, depending on your recovery point and your recovery time objectives. But the whole thing is you run backups out of hours because you don't want to impact your production data, production environment, as much as created, shall we say. There's nothing else that happens in your data center that looks at your data, copies some of it to another location. You really want to test your infrastructure in your data center, backups, because that will test everything in your environment. So just from a staging perspective or a scheduling perspective, I should say, try and schedule your backups at different times throughout the night. Don't all start when everyone's gone home. Some start at midnight, some start at 2 a.m. To be fair, as long as it's backed up before they come in the morning, touched it since they went home. A lot of us work from home now anyway, so we're already at home, but you get the idea. Cohesity can run on your physical appliances, okay? So on Cohesity or certain qualified hardware, and they can be deployed in a edge location, so a remote office or branch office location, so a robo environment. In a data center environment, your minimum number of nodes you're going to have in your cluster is 3 nodes. Now, that means that if any one of the nodes fails, you will not notice a service outage. You may notice a degradation of performance in the backup. Actual service will still run, so you can still do backups and you can still do restores. You can expand it out to, seeing a customer with 270 nodes. Expand it out to quite a large number of nodes, and each node has processing and storage attached to it. You can also run it as a virtual machine using the virtual edition on a hypervisor in a single or clustered mode. Now, you'll actually be doing that in the lab. You're going to have 4 virtual editions that you will cluster together in the lab environment. Normally on our training courses, we have individual single nodes because we don't show failing over, etc. And we're not showing you the installation of a multi-node environment. Also have Cohesity running in the cloud, in Azure, in or AWS. We have an environment for that. EMAS name got changed for Cohesity Cloud Services. So this is where we have the backup as a service running in Cohesity Helios.